How do you overcome fear? What is up, everybody? This is Vishak here, and I am the founder of Power Dynamics. And in this video, I'm going to teach you, I'm gonna guide you as to how you can lower your fear. So, what exactly is a fear? More often than not, fear is confused with anxiety. Worry is often confused with anxiety. So it's not necessarily what you face is the definition that you give in your mind. And sometimes it could be just a worry that you can deal with it. And what is really causing you is the anxiety. What you're really facing is the anxiety. Okay. So, I mean, you must have heard about, you must have seen memes like, falls, phase everything and run, phase everything and some shit like that, right? I mean, it's just, I don't know, those are just to create some viral content and stuff like that. Okay, so it is not what it is. I mean, sometimes it sounds a little cliche, but then this is what it is. Fear is nothing but an illusion that's caused in your mind. And why the body is creating that fear is because of a self-defense mechanism. Okay, so think about this. You're on top of a cliff and you're just looking on the bottom. All right, so what is the feeling that you get? The fear. So even by the wind, you should never get pushed. So automatically, you take a step back. All right, if there is something chasing you, you got to run. Right, so these are survival instincts. So it is a part of an instinct. So when you're facing fear, right, there are certain things which is within your control. So in this day and age, chances of these things to happen, it's very less likely. Okay. And constantly when you're facing this for a prolonged period of time, that's when you have that anxiety is coming into play. Sometimes it is caused because of a situation. It's caused because of a cause, a reason. And sometimes for no reason. That's where that's what is called as chronic. You face it most of the time and you don't have any reason for it. For that one, you might want to see a therapist or a doctor or somebody like that. Okay. Now let me tell you about how do you deal with it when you have a cause and you know the cause and then you're facing that anxiety, you have that fear, you worry about something, right? So let's see what our king has to say about it.
There are, I think stress, you can be, I think one of the things that's very important to note about stress is that stress primarily comes from not taking action over something that you can have some control over. So if I find that some particular thing is causing me to have stress, that's a warning flag for me. What it means is there's something that I haven't completely identified, perhaps in my conscious mind, that is bothering me and I haven't yet taken any action on it. I find as soon as I identify it and make the first phone call or send off the first email message or whatever it is that we're going to do to start to address that situation, even if it's not solved, the mere fact that we're addressing it dramatically reduces any stress that might come from it. So stress comes from ignoring things that you shouldn't be ignoring, I think in large part. So stress doesn't come, people get stress wrong all the time, in my opinion. Stress doesn't come from hard work, for example. You can be working incredibly hard and loving it. And likewise, you can be out of work and incredibly stressed over that. But you're going through, a disciplined approach of, a series of job interviews and so on and working to remedy that situation. You're going to be a lot less stressed than if you're just worrying about it and doing nothing.
Now we've got a pretty good perspective, right? So back in the days when I started off with my entrepreneurial journey, it was like there is no peaks and troughs, there's only troughs. And multiple times I hit the basement, okay? So every time when I'm just going down faced with so much of failures, right? What I really understood was you get so caught up with the moment and you're not thinking clearly. You're not really thinking clearly. So every time when you get the fear, right? The first thing that I want you to do is, I want you to write down. Just see, again, like I said, if it is a chronic anxiety, chronic fear, then go see somebody, a therapist or a doctor or somebody. But then when I say the fear, the worry that we are talking about, you know the reason, and this is why it is, you're having this fear. So you already have a situation. Now in that case, what you need to do is you need to really write down. I'm talking about the problem definition. When you start writing things down, right, you get so much of clarity. Okay, I want you to really define the problem in 1 line, 2 lines, doesn't matter, but just put it out. Okay, put it out. There are multiple senses working when you're actually writing things down, rather than it just stays on the back of your head. Now when you write things down, now you can see it. Yeah, read it a couple of times, and this worked out for me, and that's why I'm giving it to you. Okay, so read it a couple of times. All right, so when you read 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, when you keep repeating this, you tend to get in sync with that. Okay, you will get more clarity. And after that, I want you to form some solutions as to how are you going to deal with it. You got a problem, either you can run away from it. That is not going to help you solve the problem. So you got to solve the problem. To solve the problem, what are you going to do about it? Okay, so write about 5 to 10 solutions on what are the angles that you can solve this problem. The second one, you need to pump some oxygen in your brain. In other words, just go get some workout done. I'm telling you, when you work out, you need to just put out all of your negative energy over there. So every time when you have the fear, the worry, anxiety, all of that kind of shit is like fucking with your head, right? What you just need to do is like just take off, like completely take off, go to the gym or just do the home workout, but you gotta completely exhaust yourself. I'm talking about totality. You have to really immerse yourself, and half an hour, 45 minutes is like a pretty good workout. You can really get a bloody awesome workout, but you gotta be in it. And then whatever the energy that you've been, that it's been draining you with all the fear and all of nonsensical thoughts, put it over here. Show all that anger, take out all the anger. And it's a great way to, workout is a great outlet for you to let go of the negative energy. So just make sure that you get your workout done immediately. If you do not have the access to workout, if you do not have the access to the gym, then probably do some stair climbing, probably some sprinting, I don't know, something about some jumping jacks, something, whatever you can. Now, if you're in an office and you cannot do shit like this, then again, like I said, write it down. So the third one is meditation. I don't consider this as an option, but it definitely has the power to, lower your tone in your mind, lower your voice, the unnecessary negative voice in your mind. It can lower. So meditation can help. But really, the last point is none of this. Okay? The last point is just take action. Okay? So whatever is fucking with your mind, if you know what is the reason for it, if I was you, I would just go and face the demon. And this one practice alone, it has drastically changed my life. Okay? So every time when you have something in your mind that needs to be sorted, don't let it grow. Never let it grow. The moment you're saying I'll do it later, the moment you're getting the procrastination, the moment you're getting that anxiety, all of this is just caused because of the things that has been in pending status. That's the best way that I can put it. Okay, so just go and try to solve the problem, and forget about solving the problem. Like Mr. Jeff Bezos said himself, you don't have to solve the problem. Just by you taking action itself, it lowers your cortisol level, and you can literally experience it instantaneously. It doesn't take like days and days. Instantaneously, the moment you put in the work, put in action, something, you do something, make some movements, boom, and there your emotion just goes down. So what you need to do is the last step, right? The last tip that I can give you is click on that subscribe button. Anyway, I'm done. Click on the subscribe, click on the like, click on all the buttons. Thank you for your love and thank you for your support. I love you too, and stay hard. Peace.